apartments, literally, the guy comes up every year. I don't see this kid but once a year, 4th of July, white panel van. It seems like a whole bad movie about to start, but literally $10,000 in fireworks just come out of the back of this van. So,
Selling them or setting them
no,
off?
just setting them off. I mean, we have like World War II in our neighborhood. I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's the way it is in our neighborhood too.
mortars. Just like
Right.
I'm,
All around us, mortars going off.
yeah, like it makes me feel like I'm back in basic training again.
Yeah, the
Uh,
dogs don't like it.
yeah, well, yeah, that's dogs don't always get what they want. So let's utilize what's out here real quick. We got our ball position stick, meaning the ball that stick is not just there for inconvenience. Let's put the ball directly in front of it
Okay.
every single time,
Okay.
because we got to know where's the ball at, especially with mid irons and any iron and any wedge. We have to know where the ball is at in between my feet, so I know where to bottom it out. So if I have these out here, it makes a difference if it's even a half inch this way or a half inch that way. It makes
Yeah.
a difference, right? And I'm going to be very omnipotent on that because it's just something that's proven over the years to help you understand. Because again, where you're probably going to have inconsistency is your ball striking, and
Yeah.
once the ball striking, once you understand, okay, it's not as hard as I think it is, but I have to consistently be able to pick up whether it's my 8 iron or whether it's my 6 iron. I gotta be able to pick it up, bottom out the club between my feet, and put the ball there in the same context so I can get the good clean strike on it.
Yeah, I notice I tend to play further back,
And that's fine.
but I'm inconsistent, like you're saying.
So I mean, but that's the thing. You gotta have an 80% strike, or at least 70, right? Meaning with the 8 iron, I don't like the clubs getting too far back, but I understand every player has their swing and their ailments, so I'm able to work with it. Just the rule of thumb was what you should know is the further ball the bat goes in your stance, the more delofted the trajectory should be of the flight. The more forward the ball gets to your front foot, the higher the flight should go in trajectory. Now, that still has to go down to the same concept of did you strike it clean,
Yeah.
right? These are all theories until we strike it clean, right? Once we strike it clean, it's like, okay, how do we do that? But again, with any iron, and that's why I love this stick so much, you should be able to bottom out on the front side of the golf ball, never behind it, okay? So let's see what you got from there. Let's see if that helps a little bit. Cleaner strike. One thing I would like to, have you do is we worked on the driver, and I'm okay with the lead leg moving a little bit, coming up heel off the ground. With an iron, no bueno.
Yeah.
You have to keep that pressure on that lead side. If you don't, you're just shifting your weight too much, and that's going to cause an issue when it comes to approaching a green, because you need to be stacked on that lead side. That's the only way to get down underneath that ball. With a driver, we move behind it. It's in the air on the tee, so I understand get a little more turn, get a little more flexibility. Fine. Irons, I'm going to be a little bit more stringent on keep that left heel in the ground at the top of your swing. So do a practice rehearsal for me. Go to the top of your swing and pause. Good. Yep. I want you to feel stacked on it like that. Okay. Try not to get off that lead leg at the top of your swing with your irons. Okay. Good. Good. Now, your right heel can move when you finish, right? That right heel can always go to the finish. Okay. Good. Now put a ball up there. Up. Better. I'll take that. Right? That's the sound we're looking for, right? Is being able to make that sound happen clean. We'll work on direction once that kind of gets there. Little bit of moving parts, but that's just the game we're in. Welcome to golf. Good. Smooth to the top. Smooth through it. Smooth. Better. So you got that. Remember we talked about that hand motion you got in your backswing, a little hitch?
Yeah.
Still got it, all right? So I want it to feel more. So I want you to feel like your wrists don't do anything. I want this, okay? So feel how like your wrists don't do anything right now. I need to feel that because right now you do this weird thing, and that's really gonna throw you out of timing. So feel like you minimize the wrist movement in your swing. No wrist, just body turn. Better contact, way better contact. Still a little hingy at the top, but not horrible. Keep your wrists straight, don't let them move and feel. Definitely striking it better. Definitely sound, last 5 has just sounded the cleanest so far, which is good. Okay. Actually, I'll hold on to that. Okay, took my bucket. All right, so let's work on a little bit. Let's go to right here and pause to your takeaway. Okay, from here, I want your hands there already. Okay, so try that again. A little earlier, so don't let the knees move. Your knees don't need to be doing anything right now. I want you to feel like you're here more relaxed. There you go. Get to that position sooner. Try it again. Good. Now, from here, just go straight up. Okay? Your wrist hinging about right here in your backswing. Okay? For your irons, I want you to feel like you're almost setting the wrist earlier. I'd rather see that, and then just turn the body. Okay? So feel like you're setting the wrist real quick. Good. Just right there, relax. There you go. Don't squeeze it so hard. Now just turn up. Hold on. Up. Good. Try it again. So just take away, kind of set the wrist to here. Good. Nope, too late. Don't move your knees. Good. So try it again. Your hands just do this. That's it. One more time. Don't move your knees. Good. Okay. Good. Now from here, nothing else moves. Just turn the shoulders up. Too much knee. Relax. There you go. Right to there. That's all you need. Right there. Okay. So quiet down that lower body and the better. Oh, that was much better. Much better. Set the wrist earlier. Nope. Too late. Relax that lower body. Don't make it move so much. Wrist hinge now. Better. Kind of. Try it again. We're getting closer. Some more here. Now up. Again. Don't move the knees. Keep your knees completely still. Here more. Good. Boom. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. Right? Not back here and collapsing. I know we've worked on that before, but you're kind of seeing the same trend here, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Takeaway was too high. Your takeaway should be by your right hip pocket. Okay, hold on. Here. Here, right? Not out here. That's more of a driver. Right here is more of an iron. Better. Keep the hands. So when you're doing it, you're kind of flaring and rolling the hands out here. Bring the hands straight back, right to there, right? So don't push the grip out this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we're going in this direction. Don't let that left knee move so much. It shouldn't be moving on that part of the swing. There you go. Now turn. Little inside of the top, but the backswing was better. Keep that left arm going straight this way. Now, yep, and then here, hold on. Hands away from you, not collapsing into you. Support that swing more. A little big of a swing. Let's try it again. Good. Don't let your right arm collapse. All right, hit a few balls now. Good. A little taller in your legs, a little more out. There you go. Straight back and up, 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 up. Okay.
I keep doing that wrist hinge thing.
You'll 100%. It's not going to go away, and it's going to be one of those bugaboos you have in your swing. Better. Okay. So go ahead and set up for me. I want you to not let this part of your body move. Keep that part of your body as stable as possible. Good. Keep going. Yes. Now swing. That was quieter, right? But you really have to feel those wrists staying like in that. It's already moving. We just have to limit it to feel like it's not, okay? Yes. Much better. Much better. Feels awkward. Okay, same thing. One more time. I'm going to hold your head in spot. Okay, no wrist motion, just shoulder turn, hip turn. Good. Better. Try it again. Same thing. Shoulder turn, hip turn. Better. Get off that back foot though, right? This is not a finish. That's a finish, right?
Yeah.
Good. Quiet that wrist down. Good. Much better. I'll take that. I will take that. All right, put a couple balls up there. Try to feel that same motion and swing. No wrist, all upper body and all lower body. Better motion. A lot more connected. Still motion in it. It's not going to go away instantly, but there's a lot less when it comes to that right arm collapsing halfway up and that wrist release flipping on the whip backswing. Good. No wrist. All shoulder turn, all hip turn. See, we can play with that all day long,
Yeah.
right? Again, it's never gonna be 100% perfect until you put the time in the mirror.
Yeah.
Get a tripod like this and hit 5 balls, watch your swing and work on it, and start connecting what feel versus real actually is. But in the meantime, we can dial it down so it allows us to have a little bit more consistency in the swing. Yep, you got away from you on that one. So when you get to the top, you're getting here and you're planted all on your right foot, right? Keep that left. Yep, I want you to feel like your left knee doesn't go inside your foot. So see how you see. I want you to need to go over your shoelaces and feel more. Yes, there you go. Yeah, right. Don't let that knee collapse internally so much. Keep more over. There you go. Use that lead leg as a pillar of strength. Good. I can play. You can play that all day long.
Yeah.
You know, good drill to practice is, you know, putting that right leg back almost to a tippy toe and just go to the top of your swing and support your weight, right? And just not make a full, don't make a full swing down because you'll tear something. I've seen people do it. But like if you just kind of push this leg straight into a kickstand
Right.
and just turn to the top and pause, you're now going to see the stability on how the leg should be hitting or supporting the swing,
Yeah.
right? If we get to the top and all of a sudden our hip and knee collapse, right? So go to the top of your swing and pause. Smooth, right? See, I'm setting that's right there. Now that's better. Now don't hit a ball, you're gonna fall over. I just said that. But right, it's learning how to train the top of that swing and that lead leg. Yes, keep that lead leg athletically engaged. Don't let it collapse, because when we collapse, the spine starts tilting. The pelvis goes, spine goes. If your knee collapses, your pelvis goes. Your pelvis goes, your spine goes, and that keeps you out of your posture, basically.
Yeah. 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 That's the problem I've had is I come out of my posture a lot, so I wind up getting behind it or top. Or
You got some excess spine motion. That's definitely in there, but again, training that on both sides, just going back leg, you know, front leg, and learning what it feels like for both legs, because you got to get away from this motion and that motion, right? Good. Smooth. Pause. That's it. Back down. Don't hit it. Same thing. Smooth up and pause. Boom. Yep. Now switch your legs out. Now go to the backside. Same thing. Pause. See how you're training that lower body? Try it again. Don't fall over. Hold that there for 3 seconds up there. Smooth, right? That's what you're trying to get to, right? Now do it with both legs like that. Okay, go to the top. Train those legs. Smooth up and pause. A little too much. Hold on. That was a good motion on the legs part. I want you to stay more on top of the ball, right, to hear more. There you go. Stay right there. Now fire. Cool. But that's kind of how you train that in there. It's not trying to hit a ball as hard as you can. It's I'm training this part of my body or biomechanics, whatever you want to refer to it as, into the swing, right?
Yeah.
So giving up results for a while is what it kind of takes in order to change that process. Most people don't have the mental fortitude to do that, and they get frustrated and they go right back to what they do. And that's why you see everyone with these homemade swings. But if you look at all the tour players, they're pretty athletic, they're pretty controlled, their lower body. Now, every player has a slightly different swing, don't get me wrong, but you're gonna see they have really good lower body stability. There's not a whole bunch of lateral motion going away and towards the target, and they're stable in it, right? If we can get that kind of dialed in, it allows us to have a little higher quality of golf shot. Yep, perfect. Turn through it off that right foot even more. Good, yes.
Yeah, my knee keeps wanting to drift.
100%. But that's how many thousands of golf balls you've hit like that, right?
Yeah.
Can you get your knee to stay on that right side more? There you go. There you go. Now you're quieting down that lower body. When that lower body is more in control and quiet on the backswing, it definitely keeps the pelvis more in place. But if that knee's going, that pelvis is going, that pelvis is going, that spine's now going, and now it's just, that makes hitting a low point or finding your sweep very difficult because everything's moving, right? So it's how do I turn in space while staying still? Imagine there's a spine down my, a spike down your spine, straight into the floor. Can you just twist around yourself without having so much lateral motion? Much better, much better. And that, that little knee drill I just showed you might be something that you do before you hit, a couple of balls. Like every 10 swings, train that lead leg. The reason why I'm so good at doing it is because I do this stuff in the gym with cables and weights. So like I literally do what I did with the 5 pound on it, and I just kind of work on stability. And that, for me, allows me to stay in a place where I can control my lower body with not having to think about it. For me, I like training my mechanics more in the gym than I do out on the range because I start overthinking and I don't like it, right? But you got to figure out how what works best for your golf game.
Right.
Much better. Yeah, your lower body is much more stable now. One more time, try it again, same thing. Now don't dip towards me, just go straight to the top. Pause. That's where I want you to get to, right? I don't want you to collapse towards me anymore, right? So start from the bottom again. Keep your left arm away from you and your hands away from the chest. Much better. That's much more athletic. Good, right, yep, that looks better. Better. Good. All right, hit a couple of balls. Little thin. Now, let's look at the 2 practice swings. Did our practice swings bottom out and sweep the ground? Nope. Did our swing actually bottom out of the ground? No. So on the plus side, you trained exactly what should have happened, right? But if we're not finding that low point or the bottom of the club, even more than that, if you can't feel the bottom of that club hit the ground, you're not going to get that leading edge under the golf ball. And that's when it comes to iron striking. Like I said, if you can't find the bottom of your swing, it's very hard to strike it well, right? So before you hit that ball, I want a good sweep of the mat. So we'll scoot back a little bit for a practice swing, and I want to hear it bottom out on the mat. Swing down into your left leg. That's what I want to hear. If you don't do that on the course or on the range in practice, don't hit a ball, right? You'll take the guesswork out of it. You'll get, so that one right there, a little thin, a little tighter, right? Good. Smooth up, swing down into your left leg. That's the sound. You get that going, then you're like, okay, at least I'm gonna know I'm gonna hit the ball and get it in the air. But if I don't hear that sound, especially feeling a little bit of the earth in the course, you're just kind of spinning your wheels and hoping you're gonna hit it well. If I have that confidence that I did it full, let me see this real quick. So like I'm even sitting here, and if I'm on the course, I'm just doing this. See that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I don't care about my full swing. I'm trying to figure out that point, so that at that point I know I can actually get the ball up in the air and then worry about it from there, okay? Yep, that's the sound. Do you feel the bottom of the club bottoming out?
Yeah.
Right, so that last one we didn't, right? Good, now you feel the bottom of the club.
Right.
Once you understand how that works, ball striking becomes a million times easier. But it's the biggest thing I see amateur golfers have an issue with is they cannot get that bottom of the club to have that low point feel of the swing. And it just slightly grazes the grass, and it's slightly a good shot, but it's a little thin, goes a little far, and it doesn't sit right. All right, let's try one. Better, a little behind it, but I will take that sound over thin right now. That means we're swinging down on it. Let's keep turning through to that lead side. little thin.
Felt my knee dip.
Knee dipped, arms. So when that happens, your arms are going to take over. And when your arms take over, what do your arms like to do? Backswing, collapse, collapse, versus keeping that lead arm long through it and then it collapses over here, right? Use that upper body backswing, lower body downswing type feel. Good. Scoot a little closer to it. Make the club a little shorter. Good. Stay there. Swing up and swing down into it. Better. Much better sound. Now that's kind of your straight shot due to your path on how the club likes to travel. So the guy took my bucket. I'm so depressed by this. Can I steal your guys' buckets? Sweet. I won't return them, I promise. All right. So number one thing you need to work with, which is going to seem harder than easier for you right now, is always put a bucket right here towards the end of your alignment stick.
Okay.
And put your ball about a foot away from your target line stick. Your goal is to not hit that bucket right now. That is your number one goal. Obviously sweeping the ground, but missing that bucket will help. Good. Swing up and down. Better. Good. A little behind it, but that's okay.
Yeah, so I noticed when my knee collapses in this way, it comes around more.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you
keep my knee that way, it goes out more.
Okay, so not much to do with the knees. It's probably something that feels better to you in motion, to be honest. The taller the
It's throwing my pelvis different.
yeah, what I would do is just feel my pelvis pointing to the pin more.
Yeah.
You know what I always tell my students: point your PP to the pin when you finish. Like if you're not pointing everything this way,
Yeah.
your pelvis is still just staying at this 45-degree angle, which will cause the lead arm to have to pull in, right? If you're turning your pelvis long enough, that arm can go long. But if your pelvis stops moving, now the arms have to break to complete the swing. So what I would say is keep turning your lower body until you hit your finish position through the ball. Keep turning. There you go. Much better, right? I don't care if you lose the upper body for a bit on the finish, but if you can keep this for 3 to 5 seconds, bare minimum, you're going to see a different change in your ball striking and swing. Better. Hold, hold, hold. Good. That was just more of an off heel strike. Not bad. Try it again. Good. Better motion. So take a look at your back foot still on the ground, right? I want to see all the doo-doo on your shoe, man. Better contact, though. Good. Now let's get that ball directly in front of it. Good. And that's your 8-iron?
Yeah.
I would scoot this way about an inch. Perfect. That'll make things a little easier. Almost just off the heel. But you definitely had a good low point on it. You just misstruck the ball. Okay, so no sweep at all. That was halfway up the golf ball. That comes from collapsing the arms in the back, right? So we got back here and your arms looking at this at the top of the swing versus supporting it, right? Keep that left arm long all the way until the finish, right? That's fine. I'll take that. There you go. Good. Yes. Yes. I'll take that all day. It's a million times better. A little thin. Good. Bring your hands a little closer to you. Yeah, there you go. It'll make it a lot easier to sweep that ground when the arms hang straight down. Much easier, right? If you reach, it's going to be easier to not hit the ground, right? Let the shaft do the reaching for you. Let your arms and grip just kind of hang down more over your toes, right? So let everything hang more. Then even you reach out that much, you now have a lot harder chance of sweeping the ground. But if your arms just hang down, it's easier to get down into it more. Much better backswing. Much better backswing. Yep. So kind of popping up and shrinking those arms a bit. Swing down on it. Yep. Swing up, chop down. Yes, that was it. That's the bottom of the swing. Once you feel comfortable with that, put a ball up there. Up and down. Yes, good. Starting to get a sweep in there. I'll take that. Better, a little behind it. So is that ball behind that position stick or directly in front of it? Yep, put it right in front of it. I'm going to be very bugaboo about that. Yep, perfect. It matters. A 1/4 inch matters when it comes to sweeping and low point. Good. Up and down. Chop down and through it. Yanked across it. All arms. Yep. Well, I mean, you're still doing that one thing we talked about last lesson. Your right hand's coming off the club.
Yeah.
Right? You got to really work on that. Keep your right hand's coming off, and that's causing the arms to break down a bit. Better. Get a little taller in the knees, feel like you're bowing more. Keep the hands low. There you go. That looks better. That looks better. Shoulder turn to the top, all upper body. Now hips. Better. So go to the top of your swing and pause. Here's what is kind of throwing you off. You get halfway up, look at this shit.
Yeah.
No bueno. You're never going to have control of that club if you can't keep your right hand. Keep the hot dog in the bun, Josh. Right? Hot dog in the bun. Better. You got to dial that in. I mean, I know it's uncomfortable. I know you're going to have to use more lower body to get that turn going through, but it's always going to be a crapshoot if there's a 3-inch gap from your thumb to your palm at the top of your swing, because there's just no support or stability in the grip. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's got to be something that you grind into your swing. I know it's going to suck. Trust me, I've been there. I used to do stuff like that too. But if we get to the top and you're separating that palm so much, that means other things have to move to compensate for it. Keep that hot dog in the bun. Yes, yes. If it limits your backswing, so be it. I'd rather that happen than your right hand coming off that club or palm. Yeah, it looks so much better. I really want you to make that a practice before next time I see you. It's like, look what I've done. I don't care if you start blocking for a week. We'll figure it out. But I think you're going to see your ball striking really dial in once that right hand stays on that club better. Good. I don't care. Did your hand stay on the club?
Yeah.
Good. Again, you will figure it out after 20, 30 balls, right? But keeping that hand on there is going to be detrimental to your consistency. Good. Yes. Much better. You want to switch to a different iron? Is that just the 8 or the 7 right now? Let's go 8 or 6. Actually, let's go. Yeah, let's go 7. Same thing it's going to apply across the board. Setup changes a little bit, but not too much. So this ball's even more middle stance. And again, keep the hand on that club. Let that lower body turn to the pin, pelvis to the pin. Scoot back a hair. Perfect. There you go. A little thin. New club, always get a practice sweep when they're up and down. Good. Good. Club face is open, but that's fine. It's going to happen. That was better. Much better. Good. A little taller in your legs. Good. Yep. Much better. Good. You kept the hand on through impact. That's good. Scoot a little closer. There you go. Rather a little taller and crowded with this one. Better. So even at your finish, can you keep all your hands on the club? Right? Now, don't hold it in that position where it kind of hangs up there floppy. Your grip should be the last thing that gives out in your swing. Hold, hold, hold. Better. See that right hand? Look at that right hand. Yeah, everything, right? Keep it on there, baby. That's your goal. That's your big goal for next time is keep your hand grip on the club the entire swing. Keep it there. Keep it there. Right hand on. Right hand on. Yep. I know it's hard. It's just something you've never even noticed probably half the time, but it's just something that needs to be dialed in. That grip's got to have a good connection to that club. It's the source of transfer of all the energy. Keep your hands on the club all the way to finish. Hold it. I don't care. Hold it. Right hand on. Yes, yes. So because if you get to this position, let me kind of stand right over here for a second. You stand by that camera, we'll take a look, right? So if I get to this position and my hand comes off here and my hand comes off there, I have no connection source to it, right? It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
But not that I'm trying to squeeze the crap out of the club, but can I just keep my hands on here through finish, right? See, even at finish, my hands are up here. But if I do this, the club changes where it goes. I'm still supporting the weight of the club. I'm still supporting the weight of the club. If I get here, I've now lost support, right? So then that creates everything starting to break down more, right? But if I hold it and support it, it's now with my hands. Swing through, hold support. If I don't, it looks like that finish, right? You can see all that. So being able to hold it and support the weight will allow you to hit more consistently. So try a few practice swings and I want you to focus on, and here's what we're gonna do. We are going to close the eyes. We're gonna give up on the sweep. If we don't sweep, that's fine, but I want you to close your eyes and concentrate on your hands. Make sure my hands do not come off the club. Swing all the way through. Yes. So you felt that lower body move more. It had to go, right? Try it again, just like that. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yep. Hand came off a little bit right there, yeah? Keep that right hand. And so when you do it with your eyes closed, you're focusing more on the nervous system of the body. Feel the hand stay on the club. Yes, that was it. Much better. So it's not that you can't do it. It's just that right now, your brain doesn't like to do it when you're athletically trying to hit a golf ball. So to make motions like this, and here's the hard part, you might have to try to hit 15, 20 balls with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you make contact with the ball. But if you can let the ball get in the way of what you're doing and accomplish that feel of the hand staying on the club in 1,000 balls, it's going to make a world of difference in your golf swing. But you got to be willing to hit a bunch of shitty shots. And the fun part is, that's what I love about golf. People hit so many shitty shots anyways. You might as well do some things that might give you a little bit better habits in the long run. Good. Yes, that is so much better. Now, I dare you to hit a ball and just focus on your hand staying on the club. I dare you to let the ball get in the way of your process, right? Not try to hit a ball. Focus more on your process of what you're trying to accomplish. Keep the hands on the club. Doesn't matter what the ball does. Hold it. Right hand, right hand, right hand, right hands, right? If you're supporting it, that club will not hit your left shoulder on your finish. If your right arm supporting that club, it will not hit your shoulder. Yes, that's better. It's gonna take some lower body, but I'm liking it. Try it again. Now I'm gonna dare you to hit this one with your eyes closed. And just feel your hand staying on the club. I don't care what the ball does. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your hands on that club. Right hand on the club. It's all we're focused on. Hold. Keep that right hand on. Better. All the way to the finish. Show me that good finish you were doing about 5 swings ago. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes. Keep that right hand on the club. Hold. Yes. Better. Good. I'll take that. All right. Put a ball up there. These are the little minute things that make a huge difference once you get it down.
Yeah.
Hold. Right hand's not on the club, right? Try to support the club. Don't let it just flop on your shoulder at the finish. Good. Yes. He did it. He did it. Woo! And that's what you build off of. The one that you did. Cool. Let's see if we can do 2. That was perfect. Much better. Good. Hand on the club. Hand on the club. There you go. So if you get to your finish and you feel that shaft laying on your shoulder, check your right hand. Is my right hand supporting it? Because I don't believe it would be. Yep. Yep. Support. Yes. There's that hand on the club. Yes. I'll take that. All of a sudden you notice it's hard to hit that shoulder then, right? But when you get to that comfortable position,
yeah, it's my left.
Your arms and your hands getting off the club, right? Yeah. That backswing looks so much better when you put that club in your hand too. It looks so much better all the way around. It's not extra wrist hingy. It looks, I mean, your path's still going left. I'm okay with that for right now. But theoretically, from the first swing to now, there's so much less movements in the hand department that it looks more fundamentally sound. When you go home, I want you to compare the first 5 minutes to the last, till minute about 35 to 38.
Okay.
I'll let you know. Better motion. Better motion. Now I know you also have to play golf, and that's going to be uncomfortable. So you have two routes to kind of look at. You can either keep working on the grip and play bad golf for a while, or you can play golf the way you can and get results and keep training it on the side. That's up to you and how much you can handle, because better backswing. Mentally, doing what we're doing right now will drive you a little bit insane. But if you're trying to just base yourself on results of outcome of shot. Better. Hands on the club. Yep. So again, so let's do that drill we talked about. Go to the top and just keep that left leg sturdy, right? Feel that more, right?
Yeah.
More of that position. Smoother, more relaxed. Smooth. Better motion. Just kept your weight on the backside. That foot didn't move. She was still on the floor. But the backswing looked better. The grip looked better on the top of the backswing too. Better motion, hand on the club.
Why do you think I keep moving my knee in?
Mainly because of how you probably turn your pelvis.
It feels better when I don't do that.
Okay. So you need to embrace the concept of I'm twisting my heels or hips between my heels. When your lead leg loses posture, it's because you're shifting your weight laterally in a sway versus clearing open the left hip. Or trailing hip, I should say, for your right. Right. So right now you're doing this. Watch. If you do that, you're pushing your pelvis back like this. You're literally learning to twist without moving from the hips. Right. You're doing that to that, which is a sway. So ideally, if I stood right here, all I'm doing is twisting open, twisting open. Don't let your head move. Keep your head in one spot. Whoa, see it. Watch. Move your hips. Boom, boom. See, your head's still moving. Keep your head in one spot. Don't let your nose move. Try it again. So this is probably why. Cross your arms like this for me. You can drop the glove if you want. Move your hips, nothing else. There you go. Yep. So we have a little bit of lower body separation issue, right? So everything's kind of moving as one unit, right? What I'd practice is at home in a mirror, I'd look at myself, nose to eyes to nose or whatever, and can I move my hips freely whilst, because that's called T-spine separation. If you can't move your hips, like twist back and forth, now the other way, now the other way, slow and smooth. So see how you have issues kind of getting that going? Yeah. That means right now we don't have the freedom to do it in the lower body. We've got to start stretching to do it, because that's what real great golf swings have, is the ability to separate that lower body motion without moving everything as one unit. Because if that happens, guess what? The head's going to start moving. So being able to get, and I'm moving you around, I don't think it's a lack of mobility. I think it's just a lack of understanding what it feels like. So I'd be in the mirror, again, keep my eyes kind of fixated on myself, and then watching as my lower body is doing that motion. Because if this is all I have, we're gonna have an issue with keeping stable in the golf swing, which causes low point issues.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the biggest one. So even with what you have, right, I want you to be able to turn this way and not this way, right? And open this way without doing that, right? So no lunging so much, right? So let's try it again. We'll try keeping your head still. Now just move your hips. Good, twist them, yeah. Better, right? So so see how when you're twisting, this left leg goes straight,
yeah,
right? I just want you to go twist, twist,
right?
Inside your feet, right? Don't let your pelvis sway outside the arches of your feet and feel.
Right.
All right, here's a couple of balls. Mirror work. Do you have a mirror at home you can do these weird things?
Yeah, I do it in the, I have an iPad, I do it in.
Perfect, perfect. I highly recommend it. It's you'll feel weird doing it the first few times, but once you realize it actually pays off, it's well worth it. All right, so don't sway outside your feet. Keep your balance inside your feet. Better. Hand came off the club in the backswing though. Good. Good. A little taller. Good. There you go. Better motion. Turn off that back foot a hair more. There it is. That was just, again, your hand came off the club in the backswing, and that thing came in club face open and just hit it right off the heel.
Is that why it's opening up, because my dad's coming loose?
I mean, that's one of the reasons, the main reasons that grip comes completely off the club, right? Your palm's got to keep on that thumb a little bit. Better. I'd rather see you swing like that. I'm not even so worried about the finish. That's going to be a bugaboo for me. But the backswing looks so much more in sequence with what it should be doing when your right hand doesn't come off that club in the back. Yes. Best backswing of the day. And I guarantee you, if you look at the first half of the lesson on your video and the last half, you're going to see the difference in that hand positioning and how much more consistent it looks to a swing. Better. Little off the heel, little open faced. Nope, just missed your sweep. Yeah, there's the bucket. Yes, much better, much better. Much better. Yes, yes, so much better. That little ball, I feel like it's doing a lot more work through the ball now. That's because you're keeping your hands on the club. Yes, very good, Josh. Best swing of the day right there. Slow down, don't go too fast. You'll pop out of posture. Nice and relaxed. Good job, good work. Better. Good strike. Good swing, good finish. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I know some of the stuff we touched on last time, but
Yeah, I've been trying. I need to work more on keeping my hands on the club.
huge. I know it sounds like a dumb thing, but like it's just.
No, I know sometimes I can feel the club moving because I'm.
And think, yeah, how are you? It's like electricity. If your contacts aren't clean, you know, how are you going to transfer electricity well?
Yeah.
And the grip is our contact of transfer, right?
And then the knee drift thing totally makes sense too. I don't even know why I'm doing it.
Well, again, that's because of the limitation in the pelvis motion, right? So if you can start, you know, even getting that, you start doing little stretches like that in the morning, like even if you can just get to the point where you're just going, I'm just going to go open with it and hold 1,002, and then I'm going to go close with it and hold 1,002. Start getting that mobility in the lower body. It will show up in the golf swing, and that will create the knees from having to do so much excess motion, because the only reason the knees are going because the hips don't have the mobility to do it, which means our muscles are just too tight down there holding everything together, right? So if we start getting it moving a little bit, it's going to allow it to flow better.
More just getting the motion right, like you
Yeah,
said.
100%. There's so much to the golf swing. I mean, I can get really into it, but for me, like I said, we just got to get your lower body stable, which is getting that lower body more in conjunction with the stretching or the rotating from thoracic to pelvic, and then keeping the hand on the club, right? Training the lead legs like we did.
Yeah.
I love that for you. It's a great move. Even the trailing leg, right? Versus kind of feeling this happening so much. And you'll realize, oh, well, when I'm doing these things, when the ball of my foot stays in the floor, I can turn a lot. But once that ball starts moving, my knee has to do something, and now my hip's doing something extra, and that's causing sway. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I mean, it seems like the same thing when you're doing squats. You want to keep the lines over your toes like that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's going to be a little internal motion, right? We just don't want this, right? It's going to feel like you're going straight out over the knee more, but obviously, if I start here, it's going to go inside because there is a little bit of weight transfer.
I can totally. I mean, when you pointed it out, I can totally feel my knee rocking in this.
Yep. Just feel like it's more supportive.
And it doesn't feel as good.
No, it probably hurts on the inside of the knee. Yeah, I've been there, done that. I've had those knee pains. I've trained with the golf fitness trainer for 2025-26 Digest Golf Digest Trainer of the Year. I've trained with him for 6 years on golf fitness and mobility, once a week. So I'm not a physical therapist by any means, but I definitely have a very good understanding biomechanically of what the lower body and upper body should be doing in the swing.
Yeah.
You just learn it, you know? Good motion, just a little behind the ball.